Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All the Reds around the world watching this one. Welcome back to Hot Kopics, the voice of football's most famous stand, the Kop TV's main podcast that goes out every single Monday, the only podcast that goes out every single Monday with myself, AGT, and the main man, the main fella, Doyle, Freestyle DM. How are you, mate?
Honestly, every single time you ask me this, every single week, I just keep feeling happier and happier. So, very good. Very good, lads. How are you?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Excellent.
Honestly.
Really excellent. I'm not going to lie to you.
Lads, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is... excellent.
What's going to happen? Who knows?
What's bloody happening?
And we are happy because Liverpool are still top of the league.
Yes,
We're 5 points clear of Manchester City. We are 9 points clear of Arsenal. But I hope you're in this boat with me. We're not getting ahead of ourselves.
No, not yet.
And to every single rival fan that asks us in the street, on streams, you know, in person, oh, you're going to win the league then? This is our answer, and I hope you're in the same boat. Might do. And I love that they hate our answers.
Yeah.
I love it.
Might not.
Might do, but we're not printing off T-shirts.
No,
we're not doing that. We're not running around screaming, jumping on fan cams. We're not doing that. What we are doing is
just enjoying a bit of good form.
Slowly, game by game. And because of the PTSD that we've suffered,
yeah,
because Aston Villa were 2-0 up on the last day with 20 minutes to go and we were 20 minutes away from winning the league, because of all that, we're just going to rejoice and say game by game, slowly. And until that trophy is in the cabinet and I can see it with my own eyes, we've not won nothing, Doyle.
That's it. I agree. It's a maybe, lad. It's one of them. I said it a few years ago. If it's not off, it's still on. And it's not off right now. But I'm not going to say it's on either, lad. So... what you just said, PTSD.
But everyone wants us to put the chest out and say.
We're not Arsenal. That's not what we do, lads. We've been here before. We had 97 points and 92 points. Didn't win the bloody league. So we know what it's like to get to the final game. And until we get to the final game and we're 10 points clear or something, lad, that's when I'll say we're going to win the league. But until then, anything's possible with City. They are who they are. We are who we are, lad. We just got to keep going. And right now, bag of surprises for the rest of the league, aren't we, lad? I didn't expect this. You didn't expect this.
No one did.
Nobody expected us to be top of this league, lad. Not just this league, by the way. The other one as well. You know, the big Champions League one. Top of that one as well.
Big ears one.
It's mad, honestly. I'm just, I'm allowed to feel the joy of my team playing well. They're similar to any other team, right? When Arsenal were doing well, everyone hated them, like, because they were shouting from the rooftops about it. And I'm not shouting from the rooftops. I'm just more content. Secretly confident, that type of...
Because we know it's a long road.
It's only 11 games in,
lad. It is. If you are joining us on the old YouTube, smash that like button, get your comments in as we approach yet another international break. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let's do a live subscriber count. No, we're going to do one next week.
No, I mean last international break for a while.
Until March.
Fantastic.
So currently we're on 47,946 subscribers. I mean, we are closing in, guys. We're 2,054 away now from the big old 50k, which we've been grafting towards for 5 years, bro.
Years and years.
Like, genuinely, on January the 4th, it's 5 years since we started the Kop TV.
Podcasting and talking.
People say put your 10,000 hours in. We've done 40,000.
Lots of them, actually.
Right, so please, if you haven't already, smash that like button. If you're listening on the audio platform, show us some love. Hit that 5-star review button and follow the pod as well on wherever you get your podcasts. Right, let's start off because, again, an incredible weekend to be a Red, right? Not just because of our game.
The whole week.
Just the last...
This whole week,
the last
2 weeks.
Do you know what? The last month.
It's been insane,
Since
lad.
this really difficult period of games started, which Julian and Robbie on AFTV predicted that we get 10 points throughout it. We're already on that. Well, we've already broken that 10-point prediction that they gave us, 100%. So Liverpool are flying right now, but let's start off with the other teams that allowed us to rejoice this weekend.
This is why I'm saying this weekend.
It was an Arsenal draw, which helped. Obviously, they dropped 2 points yesterday. But mainly, it was that Man City loss away at Brighton, which I knew would be a really tough game. I knew it would be a tough game. Talking about 4 in a row,
yeah? 4 in a row, boys.
Hold that. Yeah? 4 in a row. What is Klopp thinking right now?
He's probably thinking, what the hell, bro? I've been fighting against this demon for the last... Yeah. What,
they
bro?
lost again.
Yeah. I can't believe it. We've never. This is
Why didn't they do this
unprecedented.
when I was there?
This is what I'm saying about. It's not just the weekend. Like, this is the whole week. 2 times, 4. They've lost 4 games in a row, right? Obviously, one of them is in the Champions League, so it doesn't really affect us too much. But still, they've lost 4 in a row, which we've never, ever seen under Pep. I can't actually believe this is happening. Arsenal massively dropped form. This does not happen. And then usually, we were talking about it last week, we never capitalise on this. And we have 2 times. 2. And now we're 5 points clear of City and 9 of Arsenal. I was literally sat after the Aston Villa game, lad, with like, is this happening? Is this really, really happening right now? Because I can't believe it. The whole time we've needed City to just lose 1 game. Just 1 to win the league. So 2 of them games, yeah, we would have had 2 more Prems. That's it. But now they choose to lose 4. So this is why I would love it if we win the league. Like, love it.
I still think they'll win it.
So do I.
That's
so
the PTSD in me. I still think they'll win it.
We could be 10 points
Let
clear.
us know in the chat, by the way. Do you think we're not being confident enough? Do you think we're shying away from the fact that we're starting to pull away a little bit?
Bites in the arse
I mean,
every
it's
time.
11 games gone. You cannot get ahead of yourself. We're a quarter of the way through the season. And I just posted this clip on Instagram from the fan cams the other night. Do you know what the biggest word in football is? If,
yeah.
It's 2 letters.
Yeah. If.
I and an F. It's the biggest word. But if Liverpool carry on like they are carrying on right now, the league's ours.
I mean, December's going to be traditionally difficult for everybody. There's about 75 fixtures in 1 month, so we'll see how we fare after that. But right now, what could you ask more for, lad? Like, what more could you ask for?
Genuinely not much.
It's insane.
We could ask for a couple of injured players to come back, maybe.
Which they might be after the
hopefully they will be.
You're right, though. After 11 games, no team is relegated and no team has won the league. It's simple as that, lad. So shut up and get on with it. That's it. But made up, though.
Yeah, and we'll look ahead towards the end of the episode at the games after the international break. They come thick and fast. How are you coming fast? They're still coming fast. Yeah. But let's talk about the game then. So I was at the game in my seat, beautiful seat, 2 rows in to the Kop
on a Saturday night.
Had a few beers before in the 1 row with a couple lads. Big up to the lads that I was with. Head into the ground thinking, right, City have just lost. It's time to do the business. Now, the game started and Liverpool were a little bit asleep, if I'll be honest with you. Yeah. If we were playing against... Actually, I say if we were playing against a better team. You know,
they're a top
Watkins
team, lad.
is a top finisher.
Yep.
And I think it was himself who had one flash across the goal. And they did have the opening kind of chances, the better chances. And Liverpool didn't really create anything up until the first goal. And now we can talk as much as we want about Darwin Núñez, who continues to be probably the most confusing footballer I've ever watched in my life. First of all, it's a great break from Liverpool. It's a corner, and the ball finds itself at Mo Salah's feet.
He's got pace still, by the way, lads. You've seen it.
He's still rapid. Move up and down that grass.
Smoked that kid, lads. Smoked
it was Bailey who was running back. Big up to Bailey because where's the centre back?
Exactly.
He was doing his due diligence, getting back, helping the team out, kept up with him to a certain level, but then obviously brings Salah down. And before we talk about the goal, what I want to talk about, and again, we won the game, so it won't be a long segment, but David Kop, you absolute clown. You are a dog. You are a mutt. Yeah? And I'm going to say that because...
You're a mutt. He looked at me and went, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the worst ref I've seen.
He's crap,
and that's some achievement, by the way. This is the same guy that didn't send off Jordan Pickford, right, for snapping Virgil's ACL 4 years ago.
Remember that, lad.
So, obviously... You know, Salah gets clotheslined. He gets cleaned out by Leon Bailey.
Bailey, man.
Right? And you're thinking, surely the ref goes like this to allow the advantage. He goes like this. Yeah. No foul.
Yeah.
So luckily for him, where are we? Luckily for you, David Kop, Darwin Núñez scored, which I didn't expect him to. He saved you because there would have been an almighty VAR interference there. There must have been, but...
I mean, no one said anything about it. Even when I watched Match today, no one mentioned it, you know, to be quite honest with you.
Because he got away with it. Yeah. Because he got lucky. Now, when I'm watching Darwin Núñez going through, it's really clever play again from him because he sees Mo Salah, keeps up with him,
but stays
almost waiting for the pass, stays just behind, which I really liked. But then he takes it wide. Yeah. And from where I'm sitting, I'm going, what? It's almost gone out for a throw-in from where I'm sitting. He's taken it so wide. And the finish, if you watch it back in slow motion, obviously that helmet, Martinez, comes out, Apparently the best goalkeeper in the
He's
world.
brilliant, like, but he is a helmet
Kelleher's
also.
better than him, mate.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And
Kelly's
he comes out, tries to make himself big, which obviously is the right thing to do when you're, face at that angle. And Darwin Núñez, what a finish.
Yeah. Brilliant.
What a finish, Darwin Núñez. Here's your flowers. The way he lifts it, Doyle.
Yeah.
Because Martinez is giving it all that. The way he lifts it. And the second it goes in, it's funny because 2 minutes before, the lad behind me was going, "Get Núñez off, lads." And then he scored and I went, "Hey, what about now?"
Keep him on, lads.
And then about 10 minutes later, he said, "Take him off again," when he missed the other one. But talk to us about the goal, Doyle.
Brilliant instinct. I don't think he meant anything that he did. I think he's intelligent.
He meant to get height on it, though. You have to give him that.
I don't know if he did. I think he meant to stay behind Salah for the run. And after that, pretty much just went on instinct, lad. Goalkeeper's running at him. He's got no time to think about it. He's knocked it past him. He's got bags of pace so he can keep up with the ball. Yeah. And then he's just leathered it, like he always does.
But if he hits that low, it's no goal.
But he hasn't, because he's just hit his foot. Like, honestly, lad,
this is
I
why
love
he's the
Núñez.
most confusing
I love
player.
him, but he doesn't. I don't think he thought about that finish. It wasn't a cultured finish. He just hit it and it went in, and that's great, lad. That's
he
what
was
he wants.
falling over, kind of, as well, wasn't he?
But he's because of that. I think his body shape has sort of lifted it
Right.
because he's getting underneath it.
It's
You know what it is when you
of-
kick it.
yeah.
So now he's stumbled, kicked it, boss. Great goal, lad. That's what you want.
Great
I love the
finish,
relationship between him and Salah. Salah seems to keep Núñez right where he should be. I can't explain it. If Núñez was on without Salah, you wouldn't see the same performance from Núñez. You just wouldn't. It's almost like he plays off Salah. What's Salah doing?
He collects his scraps.
Yeah, it's really intelligent in that way, and he is doing that intentionally. You can see that, so I'm happy that he's
That's
doing
another Salah assist, by the way.
But then I know another one. Lad.
So we as much as we're going to obviously criticise him now,
you
have to big him up for the finish.
Brilliant, lads.
He's just about to have a baby. He had the ball under his top. So I was thinking, right, this is the night where we see a Darwin Núñez hat trick.
Yeah, maybe not.
Right, and then about 10 minutes later, 35 odd minutes, he's running through on goal.
1-on-1, like fully 1-on-1.
He's the only person in the whole half of the pitch, Doyle.
Yep.
And again, the pace is just too much for anyone else to keep up with him. And he goes through.
He's just levered it over the bar.
What are you doing,
I told you, he's not thinking about, most of the time, he's not thinking about this. And when he does get time to think, lad, he just flaps it. We all know that's a proper
he flaps it up
stereotype.
Until the key moment where you need to just have the game almost slow down in your head. I mean, how many times when we were growing up did we see Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, Torres, Suarez with that finish where they're through on goal, right? Stay nice and calm, eyes on where you're going to put it, open your body up and whip it into, you're passing it into the bottom right-hand corner.
Don't leather it, lad. Pass
and bro, I mean, like I said, you see him go through, what are you doing? Then you get angry because I don't know if it's bounced just before he's hit it or he's thought about what he's having for dinner after. I don't know. I wish I did.
It's just crap.
But this is why he's the most confusing striker I've seen for Liverpool, because you can score a really difficult goal and 10 minutes later without any pressure, he's levered it into the Kop.
It's mad. The way I think about finishing right is, say like if you're standing in front of me right now, all I have to do is get that ball past you. I don't have to whack it. I just have to get it past you. And how easy is it to just kick a ball past somebody?
And the angle,
it is.
he'd made the angle nice.
I can pass it past. I can do anything just to get it past you, just round your V, lad. Easy. Boom, boom. Yeah. And I'm not a freestyle. I'm not a professional footballer. I'm a freestyler, so yeah, it's different. But still, I don't understand. It's a composure thing, right? I think he thinks about it too much and just thinks, I've got to really hit this to get it in. And that's why he scored his first one, and that's why he misses lots of chances. I don't think we're ever going to see a Darwin Núñez with a cultured right foot. That's never going to happen. So we need to get that out of our minds and just accept what he is.
It's not the cultured right foot, because I'll disagree. We have seen that in moments, right?
A cultured right foot to me is 9 times out of 10 you are on target.
You're thinking of a cultured finisher.
Yeah.
He does have sometimes a cultured right foot where he can cut in and bend it top
5 times out of 10.
Okay, but we've seen 5 examples of that out of 10. But to go through on goal with that little pressure in terms of no one else is around you, it's just slow it down, make the angle and pass it into the net. And then you're on a brace in the first half.
Yeah. And to be fair to him, there was no one offering him options, so he couldn't disguise it. It was only going to be a shot. Emi Martinez is a good goalkeeper, and he did cover the angle, so he's probably thinking, I'm going to have to lift this top corner to get it past him. But he lifted it to the stands instead. So it's like, it is what it is, lad. And then, but it's another one. He has another chance, right? What, 10 minutes after that, lad?
No, so here's the chronological order, right? He misses that one. We go into half time. I'm thinking we really, Because at 35 minutes, when he misses that, I'm saying we need to be going in at 2-0 here. Yeah. We can't be 1-0 because it's that same
70
old nervy.
minutes with Duran coming on, lad. You're like,
nervy. So half-time happens, right? The first 20 seconds of the second half, Morgan Rogers gets a Darwin Núñez chance.
And
Darwin Núñez is it.
Yeah, he does.
Literally
in the exact same
identical,
place almost.
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, we're getting away with one here. We must score. And then 2 minutes after that, a fantastic ball in from Andy Robertson for his hat-trick, potentially. Darwin Núñez, from 4 yards out, heads it wide. And you're thinking...
It was a great header as well. It was such a good header.
It's a good header.
It really was.
But it's not a...
No.
It's a...
Yeah.
You know...
Yeah, of course. With the
that just...
Yeah, you know.
Face it down, bottom corner. Yeah. And you're thinking, Jesus, man. Like, 47 minutes, we should be talking about a Darwin Núñez hat-trick here.
Yeah, you should. But also, if you play another player, they're not there for them chances. That's the difference. Yeah. Like, that's what he does. He's constantly there to take a chance, but he's probably going to miss the majority of them, but get a few. Whereas Jota is not always there to take the chance, but the chances that he does get, he takes them, lad. So it's really confusing to know, who do we start? Yeah. Jota offers so much clinical nature for us. He's got a great run in behind, and as soon as he gets a chance, he slots it. But apart from that, I think Núñez actually offers a lot more to the game than Jota does.
And defensively,
yeah, he does. Well. Yeah, I mean, he's an animal, lad. He loves it. But his energy is just unbelievable. And I think that's the same reason why he misses. You can't quite put a finger on him. Nobody can say what Darwin Núñez is. Nobody. He's just a chaotic, energetic person.
He's a mad geezer, that's what he is.
But you love him. You need him in your team.
Of course, I love him. Man,
carries the ball really well as well. Took the ball from the top of the pitch.
He does.
Just needs to, I don't think we'll ever see the finish, lad. So just keep playing with Salah and you're going to be all right, lad. That's about it, really, lad. Because if you look, right, we're going to talk about the next goal, yeah? If you look at Salah's goal and then you look at Darwin's chance, it's the exact same, lad. It is. He's on the left wing and he's on the left wing and he's on the right wing. Salah is running down, lad. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He's using that as the scars over there. Just on it, lads. And it's cold, calm, chilled out.
You know what I loved about the Salah finish?
And then just dinks it in.
How close he got to the goal.
Yeah, he's smart.
Because he's waiting. Sit down. Oh. I'm just going to dink it over.
Doesn't hit it? Lifts it.
That's the finish we needed.
I've just got to get it past the lad. Don't have to whack it. Just got to get it past him.
For instance, the Luis Diaz finish against Leverkusen last week, where he's 6 yards out and chips the keeper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's night and day when you see Núñez running through.
I mean, he did that against Brentford, didn't he? Remember that against Brentford? I mean, you looked at it.
And I was at that game as well.
It went proper high.
Let's try and actually put the maths around it, a bit of science around it, a bit of learning on the Kop TV. When Núñez is through like that, what percentage out of 100 do you think? This is your opinion. I'll give you my opinion after. And you guys at home, this is a burning hot topic. What's the percentage when you see Núñez running through for him to slot it?
50%.
I'd agree. Maybe even 49.
It's like
definitely like around half.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go 49%. That's how hopeful I am when Núñez is running through. Let us know if you agree.
Scores goals out of nothing. Yeah. So they're the goals that you just don't expect them to go. And it's the ones where it's like 80% you shouldn't score that, lad. He scores it.
Yeah.
So
let's go 49, 50%. Yeah. Let's round it up.
Love
let's
him,
be nice
50%.
to him. 50%.
We love him though.
What's the percentage when Mo Salah is running through on goal?
80%.
Wow.
Yeah. It's 90%.
I would
90%.
say 90.
Yeah. Honestly,
I genuinely would say 90.
If he's through on goal, I expect him to score. He misses an odd few, but it's one or two. It's not the majority. It literally is. It's him. He is him, lad. 90%. It is. He's one of the best finishers in the league.
Because when he was running through, it took an age for him to reach that goal.
He knew what he was doing, lad.
Yeah.
He knew
that's
exactly
the
what
thing.
he was doing.
He didn't rush. He didn't panic. He thought, right, I'll go a bit closer. Oh, you haven't gone down yet? I'll go a bit closer again. I'll tell you what, I'm in the 6-yard box now. I can't get much closer.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to them, you know. If you don't sit down, I'm giving it to them, you know, lad. Sit down.
Because the option was there. If he wanted to pass it across, I think the player had caught up with him at that point. But to just pull out a finish like that, and the way he sat down on the advertising hoardings right next to Tammy. Big up to Tammy, by the way. Have you seen the picture? Nah. Literally, Salah's sitting on the thing like that, and Tammy's the closest person to him. That's so sick. Shout out Tammy. She mentioned that in the fan cams after. But yeah, it's double basically the chances of Salah scoring versus Núñez, and that goal was the goal that did wrap it up because, like you said before that, you know, Bailey and Watkins were going into the game. Morgan Rogers, I didn't realise how big the fella is.
He's also brilliant at one-on-ones.
He's over 6 foot. This Morgan Rogers, he's a big lad.
He's good as well.
And then obviously Duran comes on. and we know what he's like. You know, they had a couple of headers from corners that, I mean, Onana.
Good teams get chances, lad, they do. But I still feel like the stability that we have in this team, I feel so self-assured with it, lad. We limit every chance to lesser quality ones.
Right.
It seems to be that they had one with that Morgan Rogers, and they had 2 headers. Apart from that,
great
lad,
save from Kelleher as well.
Brilliant, lad. Honestly, he's a first team. I'm like, do we even need Alisson back a little bit?
Oh, do we even need Mama
Do we
Dashvili?
bloody need him? You know what I mean?
He is top 5 goalies in the league.
I think he is. He's incredible.
Top 5 goalies in the league.
It's not even just like, it's not just he's a great goalkeeper. He steps up in all the big moments. It's like he's dealt with the pressure now. He knows how to get on with pressurized games and situations. It's incredible, lad. I love him. Genuinely,
he's so
insane.
So
we relied
good,
on him
man.
for 2 pressure moments for 3 minutes in the game where we had leaded with them 2 headers, and we got it out, and he saved him. It was great, lad. Really.
And that double save against Leverkusen in the week as well was fantastic.
When he had to get down and get back up, and yeah.
But it was that nervy kind of second half of the second half where you're thinking, if we don't score now, we're really under it. And then Salah scores 84 minutes, I think it is, and then you can see that Villa have just absolutely bottled it. You know, blue and white shite. We were singing that because of Luka Dean and Onana.
Yeah.
The vibes and the atmosphere was fantastic. Do you know what? For the last 3 games at Anfield, something's happened. Something has happened.
Belief is coming into it, isn't
but
it?
in terms of the belief translating to the fans and the noise, the decibels, the atmosphere, the feeling around. I mean, we score and there's grown lads jumping all over each other, hugging. It's an unbelievable place to watch football
like,
at the minute.
Are we onto something here? That's what we're all like. We're not getting ahead of ourselves, but we're excited.
Flowers growing out the ground here, and we're
supposed to be. We're
water
supposed to
that,
clap.
look after it, give it a bit of sunshine. It was also the loudest Arne Slot song that I've heard.
Really, yeah? Bigger than Brighton?
At the end of the game, bigger than Brighton. It was, and he actually had a bit of a laugh to the Kop. Before, it's been very much
professional.
Serious face. He looked at us, I saw him, so I clipped it up and put it on the channel on Insta. He looked and went, what am I about to achieve with you lot? You crazy mother. Yes, I love you. You're starting to love me. I love you.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do this season.
It's mad. He is literally
It's a beautiful place to be right now, Anfield, man.
I said it last week. He's got the blueprints of Jurgen, lad, and he's just tweaking it. He's just tightening all the bolts, lad.
Yeah.
And honestly, the stability that we've got in this team makes me feel
Incredible.
so confident. Kanate and Virgil, brother, I don't think it goes like... We don't understand how good these 2 are, lad. Especially Kanate.
Yeah.
Like, he won every single duel yesterday, lad. Every tackle, every one-on-one, everything. He won it. He's genuinely becoming one of the best defenders in the world. I'm saying it. He is. Not just the league, lad, but in the world, he is. If France don't play Kanate and Saliba, lad, they are stupid in
Koundé at right back, Theo Hernandez left back.
Because Saliba and Kanate together would be an incredible force, because he's already playing with the best version of Saliba, which is Virgil van Dijk. Yeah. I can't actually believe how good they are. It's like they're going in the background a little bit, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy that Liverpool are sort of getting overlooked a little bit, and everyone's a little bit surprised by us, because long may it continue. Like, keep underestimating us, thinking that we're going to fall off at some point. I just want to keep winning these games now, lad.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And some of the...
This does not happen.
The rival fans waiting for the bubble to burst. I mean...
I'm not going to lie, right? There's part of us, right, that is... This is a fairy tale, this, so far. Like, it's been one of the best starts you can possibly get.
No, it has ever in history.
Even the fact that we've lost a game and we've bounced back after losing. We've been 1-0 down in games and we've bounced back and won the games. Like, this is... You're answering every single question that you could possibly answer. The only 2 now to answer are the big ones, which is Real Madrid and City. Yeah.
And you know what? It's said perfectly, because we lost that Forest game, and then we went to Milan and we were 1-0 down in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was the only point at the season where I've gone, shit. But then we won 3-1, and we've won every game apart from the Arsenal game since that. But the rival fans that are in my DMs, and you must be getting it as
all
well,
the time, lad.
Right? Tapping Tobes, the sausage, the Tottenham fan, yeah? I mean, how you just can't chat.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what he said, right? Get on this, right? He's been DMing me saying, coming soon, bubble's going to burst. And I said, still waiting. Meanwhile, with the tractor emoji, hold that salchicha, which means sausage in Spanish. And he said, I want it known. I don't hate your team. I hate your fan base. Your bubble will burst soon enough.
Are Tottenham just one of them teams that are so sad and miserable that they have to hate everybody to feel better about
themselves? The Everton of North London. Why are people not getting it?
I like you as well. You're not a bad lad. So why do you hate our fan base, lad? Because we're doing good and we celebrate it.
And that's just Tottenham.
I don't get it,
Wait
lad.
till you see Arsenal, right? Who are apparently going to win the Caribbean Cup. If you
Caribbean Cup.
If you watched Cecil's fan cam with Ty last night, one of the lads says we're going to win the Caribbean Cup, whatever cup that is. So big up. But you know, you've got people like Babs saying they're more worried about Man City than Arsenal.
That, lad.
Right? The Arsenal fans. The Arsenal fan says, I'm not scared about Liverpool, but Declan Rice seems scared because he said in an interview, you look at Liverpool, they're 1-0 down, you know, you check your phone and they've scored 2 in 2 minutes. So the Arsenal fans might not be scared of Liverpool, but the players certainly are.
Players are. It's one of them, lads. You can overlook us and overlook us. That's cool. Like,
Robbie,
I don't know
are
why
you going to
Arsenal
win the league, Mr. Lyle?
Arsenal are mad, lads. You haven't got over 90 points in the last 20 years, and you're talking about Liverpool going to fall off, lads. What are you talking about? You got 84 points last season, lad. Like, that's not good enough to win the league. Neither is 89, and it hasn't been for the last 7-8 years, lad. What are you talking about?
Do you know what makes me laugh, right? It's when Arsenal fans online are going, well, if Liverpool don't win it now, they're the biggest bottle jobs in history. Mate, there's 81 points to play for and 27 games to go. And the Arsenal fans that are saying that are gagging for people to forget about their 215 days at the top in 22-23. But there's 81 points to play for. That's why you're going to get really boring answers from us. Every single week. Well, you got to win it now. You're the favourites now. If that's what you think, that's fine.
Yeah.
But we're happy to just keep doing our thing, right?
I think it was top 4 before we started this season, lad. Like, Arsenal have let City win on their lowest points tally.
This is Arsenal's season to win the league.
Yes, it was.
This is their season to win it.
Arteta come out and said he was going to win the league, lad. Yeah. At some point, we're going to win this league. It's going to happen. We're hungry. You've run out of ideas, lad, and you're losing games.
But let's not forget, 22-23, 248 days they were top of the league, right? They're actually the teams with the most time spent at the top of the table without winning. Number 1, Arsenal. Number 2, Newcastle in 96, 212 days. Number 3, 189 days, Arsenal. Number 4, 187 days, Man United. Number 5, 156 days, Arsenal again. So they've gone 20 years without winning the league, and what they're trying to do is get us to come out of our shell a bit and act like them. Because Arsenal want to be Liverpool.
I think they're
Arsenal are desperate to be Liverpool.
They're not. It's mad, lad. I don't understand the fan base. You just need to be less focused on anybody else. Focus on your own team and be accountable. Your performances haven't been great. Bro. You're going to have to be ruthless with your manager, in my opinion, and get another one in because he's run out of ideas. You have never really convinced me that much when it comes to winning leagues. I think you're a fantastic 3rd place team. I genuinely do. That's what I think they are. A 3rd place, great team, lad, which is where they belong.
Win what?
What?
That win what?
An FA Cup.
What do you get?
You can have an FA Cup if you want, lad. Yeah.
Well, if they even get that.
It's one of them.
I predict we're going to get them in the semis of the Carabao Cup, 2 legs. That's my prediction.
I'll
be honest.
It's one of them, lads. I can see why they're disgruntled right now, but it was always a phantom position for me in a way, right? The first league that you talked about where they were top of the league, City had like 3 games in hand or something for the entire season, and then as soon as they played the 3 games, they were top of the league again. So it was never really Arsenal pushing to win the league. They finished on 89 points that season, which isn't terrible. It's a good points tally, but it's still not good enough to win the league that year. Next year, they got 84, so they're going down, right? So they're going backwards now. And then City won the league on the lowest points tally that they've won in 7 years, 89 points, because you just let them win on that many points. And then now again, they're going into this season, and they're further behind again. And you can talk about the fixtures that they've had, but it doesn't matter. If you're wanting to win the league, it doesn't matter if the fixture's tomorrow, the day after. You've got to just win the games, lad. Liverpool, when we won the league, won every single game 2-1. That's what we had to do. So many games we'd be 1-0 down, and we'd claw it back in like the last 10 minutes. I remember Aston Villa. Do you remember that game, lad?
Of course.
We were 2-1. We were 1-0 down, lad, and then Mane scores a header and Robbo scores a header, and we win in the last 5 minutes of the game. You've just got to do it. It's as simple as that, and they're not. They just keep losing. So I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel bad for the fixtures.
No, I don't. I don't either.
It's not a great argument. I don't think it is. No, you've got to win them games regardless of when they are in the league. And also, I do think, yes, it's been a bit of a stinger for them because they might take on this form now and it's knocked the morale, and so they might carry on and keep not playing very well even into the games that they should be winning. But they're not winning the games that they should be winning either. Bournemouth, you should have won and you lost. Yeah. Brighton, you should have won and you lost.
And this is what Babs is saying.
If it was Arsenal, we'd be worried. You know? So I think right now, I still stand by my statement I made last week that I still think City are our biggest threat.
Mad. Lad, bro,
That's
it's
mad,
sound.
isn't it?
You're 9 points off Liverpool, so you can think that, lad. That's cool, bro. City are your biggest
He's
threat.
getting absolute pelters, to
It's
be fair,
mad,
online
lad.
for that.
It's because it's deluded, lad. That's
Yeah,
the whole
it's
point,
deluded,
right?
100%.
You're going out and just saying that your team is still the best in the league, basically, compared to City, when you're 9 points off Liverpool at the top. 9, brother.
They would love to be
That's mad.
Liverpool. I know I keep saying it, but they would love to be Liverpool. They want to be us.
And this is the only reason why. This is the reason why I want to win the league now, for fans like this that don't rate us. I don't know why we don't get rated. Who was it that was saying Liverpool have took Arsenal's place? Are you mad? Are you mad? We took your place. What are you talking about?
You've got to win
You
it.
never won it, and you never, lads.
It's all right, bro. We'll
It
carry on
winds
with
me
some
up, lad. Are you
positive
97 points and didn't win the league with 1 loss, lad? Yeah, the whole season.
Yeah,
Don't
we
talk
know.
to me about
Yeah.
taking places, lad. You don't know what it's like to actually be at the very, very top and not win it, lads. You just let them win it twice.
They're the pretenders. Great pretenders. Honestly, they'd love to be Liverpool. But, right, that game is now out of the way as Doyle just
Honestly,
recomposes
lad, it's
himself.
so stressful. I don't. If I'm stressed about thinking about Arsenal fans, how stressed must you be to be an Arsenal fan?
That makes perfect
You
sense.
know what I mean?
That makes perfect sense. But it is an international break, the third one of the
Fantastic.
season. 17 Liverpool players going away with their countries. As we know, Trent got injured the other day. We're waiting to see what the extent of that one is. But Conor Bradley came on
Injured
and
just
was
at the right time,
fantastic.
in my opinion,
Yeah,
lad. You know,
Bit early though. If it is one of them, it's 22 minutes to go.
Yeah,
So a little
yeah.
bit. Do it at
Could've done
80.
it at 8, yeah.
But Arnie Slot, on his time off the international break, says, "My children are in the last year of school. In the upcoming weeks, they have exams. At first, I am a father. I will help them." What do you think if you were Arnie Slot's kid and you were struggling with a certain subject? What subject do you think he could come in and help you with?
You go 4-4-2. Okay. Equals
4
10.
2 guys.
That's about it, lad. I don't think he's going to help.
PE?
He's just there for moral support. And
I'd say maths. He must be quite good at maths.
Yeah, he's got a big head. That makes sense.
Well, a bit harsh. What else? Art? Would he be any good at art? Arnie Slot?
I
don't know.
PE, lad. That's about it, isn't it? Physical education,
Someone's
lad.
replied to it saying the teacher is on their way to the Arnie Slot Penitentiary. Every manager he plays ends up in the Arnie Slot Penitentiary at the minute.
He just keeps
So
beating
shout
them all,
out to
lad.
him, keeps winning. But international break, I mean, I'm quite happy to see it. It gives the players who aren't travelling, including Mo Salah, including Trent, hopefully Van Dijk, gets through it unscathed as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of the lads in action, but mainly getting them back fit, ready for that game. Really important game, by the way, against Southampton
Never
away.
about these international breaks, lad. They only care about them coming back fit.
It's a nice little break, though, isn't it?
It is.
I've been grafting my arse off, as of you, on the channel in the last few weeks, because there's just so many games thick and fast. But 13 days, 3 hours, 24 minutes away till our next game.
Wow.
Against Southampton. We're
Where
actually
is it?
going to do a watch along for that.
It's away
in the
as well,
studio.
isn't it?
Away.
24th.
Sunday the 24th,
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're going to do a watch along for that. And then it's Real Madrid, who are just barely in the. Are they? I don't think they're in the playoff zones of the Champions
playoffs,
League. Right, I think they've lost 4 games
Bad
in the
form.
league. They're
Not playing well
really.
in the league, yeah.
Militao's just got injured again. Bless him. ACL is a serious one. Vasquez got injured again. So they need a right back.
Yeah.
Don't come over here looking for one. But that's the 27th of November. Then it's Man City on the 1st of December. Newcastle away on the 4th of
And then
December. Everton away on the 7th of December. 10th of December, Girona away, a game that I'm going to. And then that's the period that we marked, wasn't it? 2 months ago, where we said, okay, after that, the game slowed down a little bit because you've got Fulham at home, Southampton away in the Carabao Cup
This
again.
is why you don't celebrate too.
Then Tottenham, then Leicester, then West Ham away, then United at home, and then Forest away, which will be a tough one on my birthday. So yeah, loads
Forest
of games
away?
coming up. Yeah.
What was my birthday, lad? Forest at home.
Yeah.
So you better fucking win, lad.
Yeah.
Swear that, lad.
Well, we did last second, didn't we? Nunes header.
Literally.
99th
I remember literally shutting my
mate.
laptop, lad. Yeah. I was in the pub. Shut my laptop, watching anyway,
Watching a perfectly legal
yeah,
stream.
absolutely, Rod. Shut my laptop and I look around and it's on Sky Sports, the big telly thing, and it went 1-0 and I literally jumped up, lad, and all the people in the pub were like, what's he doing here?
Nah, it was crazy. It really was crazy.
Yeah.
So as we know, international break coming up. Hopefully,
Got
we
lads coming
see
back.
Chiesa back after it. Hopefully, and you know what?
Jota.
Harvey Elliott, please rise, my friend.
Yeah.
We'd love to see him back.
Yeah.
Jota. Who else is out at the minute?
Alisson?
Obviously Trent and Alisson.
See,
So
that's how
there's
you forgot
5
about
names.
Alisson, you see that?
That's how
Because
good
of
Queven
Kelly's
Kelleher is.
team.
He's the best number 2 in the world for sure.
Definitely.
So loads of stuff coming up where, you know, we've got to still be on it. You can't get complacent. Just on Trent, apparently he is confident that he's not facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines. Liverpool yet to receive scan results, but they are hopeful that his prompt substitution helped to limit the damage done to the muscle. I mean, when I saw him go down, I'm seeing a screenshot of it here, 22 minutes, I was right. It looked like a muscle injury. It didn't look like he'd been clattered by someone. It wasn't...
It's massive when you do that, lad. It is. If you come off early, it makes a huge difference to healing. I've done it myself, played on, and suffered the consequences afterwards. Plus, we were talking about Arne Slot, putting him in the red zone all the time. He's running a lot. He wants to take him off at the 60th, 70th minute to save his legs. I think Arne Slot's done a smart thing here. He's went, lads, I've got Conor Bradley there. He's just good enough to come on for us. Get off, lad. We need you for the next run of games. And also, it is the international break, so if we really need to rest you and say nah to England, we can do that.
Rested, mate.
Smart, lads. I think it was the smart thing to do. And actually, Conor Bradley played really well. He did a great job, lad.
It was really good.
Great
And he always is.
Yeah.
He always is. And remember, there was a point when he was playing so well that we were going, Trent's going to have to fight to get back in the team.
This is the major difference that we're getting underrated with when it comes to Arsenal. We've built depth over years and years and years, right? They've not yet got that. And they should, because they spent £700 million. If Liverpool had spent £700 million, you best believe the depth that we would have would be insane. So you've got to put respect on Liverpool's name when it comes to the business that we do as well. Conor Bradley's an academy product, mate, and he's just as good. Kelly, another one. Like, we do fantastic business.
No,
I'm sorry we do, lad.
But speaking of fantastic business, we obviously need to sign up the 3 main players that are under question right now. Marca, who, again, I'd never listen to a word they say because they are literally the voice piece, the mouthpiece of Real Madrid, and whatever they will write, the thick Real Madrid fans will just lap it up and believe it. Apparently, they've said that it remains firm. Trent remains firm with the idea of not renewing his contract. In some meetings in Real Madrid's offices, it has been heard that his signing in the summer is certain. You got salchichas like Raul when Vasquez got injured the other night saying we want Trent in January. How thick are you? Do you really know how it works, Raul?
Ever.
It is stupid, eh? That's not going to happen, mate.
Him in January.
Stop the tweet saying in the summer, no. In January, maybe, yes, I think. No, mate, shut up, you sausage. So hopefully he comes back sooner rather than later. And do you know what they're actually thinking of doing? Because obviously Militao got injured. They're thinking of bringing Sergio Ramos back on a free. Because he's got no club. He's running up and down vineyards topless at the minute trying to get a club. So I don't know what's going to happen
That'd be stupid, lad.
It really would be. But yeah, Liverpool, we're doing our thing. We're more than doing our thing. We're on top of the league in both England and Europe. And right now, that's all we can ask for. Because what more can you ask for, right? We've got to be calm, be collected, win your games, do the business, and just keep going.
If we win
game by game,
right? Honestly,
if we win this league, me and you,
I wonder if people are going to be saying we ain't even that good. I can already feel if we did, people saying they're not even that good. Okay,
we're just going to our parade for the Premier League if we win it.
Yeah, if we win, we're not going to anyway. But like,
what would me and you do?
I'm going to let Babs off, right, and say what we're saying. We're saying that City is still our biggest rivals as well, and that's because he's got PTSD himself. Okay, so I think
not to the same level.
Not definitely not. You don't know what trauma it is, lads. Yeah, you don't know you're born, lads. But I'm going to give him his credit and say that we do still think City are going to win the league, lad, and so I'm going to let him off with that one.
What would
if
we
win
do
the league,
if we won the league? Like,
we'll go to Liverpool straight away.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
Well, I'd already be there.
Pick a spot for the parade. Yeah, pitch up at 10th and stay there. That's what I would do. Nah, it'd have to be a holiday afterwards. You know, lad, I'm not even joking. I'd go to Liverpool and then go to Dam or something. I don't know, maybe somewhere hot. Yeah,
not the Dam.
If we won the Champions League, if we were in the Champions League final, if we did get tickets, then I'd just be going to that city. That's what I'd be doing.
Munich, yeah. Good city. Just to finish off, because obviously there are no games to preview, shout out to the Kop TV clips. If you haven't subscribed to the Kop TV clips, subscribe to it. I don't actually run it. It's run by someone else, and some of the clips that just pop out are just unbelievable. And they're from like 4 or 5 years ago that I just totally forgot
lad,
about.
I very frequently get people coming up to me going, lad, I see you in a video with Gary Neville. I'm like, what do you mean? And it'll just be a compilation of someone talking about a player or something, and me going, lad, I just think he's that good, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I there?
So, for example, right, the other day, AGT amuses Emil Heskey with his Michael Owen impression. I totally forgot I did that. That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But one of the videos, AGT's girlfriend's ball knowledge left him disappointed. I'm just going to read out some of the comments because I was on the train this morning down to London and they were hilarious, right? One of them is AGT winning. How did AGT pull that? Fair play. My guy got some brown sugar. You never walk alone. AGT, you are doing well. This guy pulling a Tom Holland, punching big time, but I salute you. Because obviously Tom Holland's going out with Zendaya.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, fair
I was
play.
thinking, what?
He is punching. Fair play, AGT. AGT, you lucky git.
Any of the comments?
Man like AGT, you know. That's a decent one. Jurgen Klopp and AGT could be lost relatives.
Fair play.
I'll take that.
It's because you wear the same gear.
Yeah. AGT, you bad boy. Decent. She's top quality.
In our Jamaica.
I don't know about winning. He's certainly punching there. Have some respect. How did he pull a 10 like that? But the best one that I've heard on this, well, there's a couple more actually. The missus is Chris AGT. You are punching. AGT girlfriends knows business. Good one, AGT. One lucky git. How did that Kelleher looking dude pull that off? Wow, fair play.
That's it. One of them. You can't take that as a.
It's all compliments.
It's not
in my
negative, really.
opinion.
Yeah.
16K views in one day.
You can say that, but actually, fine. Yeah.
Almost 20K views in one day.
Just all going, oh lad, what the fuck?
How you got that?
Yeah.
Because I'm the fucking man. That's why.
Dickhead.
I'm joking. I'm not the man, but I am a man.
Do you want to tell you who is the man?
Who?
That baldy man in charge of Liverpool.
Arnie Slot. La 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 la. Keep it going, Arnie. You're going to get this all year and next season as well. So subscribe to the Kop TV clips. Subscribe to the Kop TV. Go and check out Doyle. Go and check out myself on all the other social platforms. This has been your Hot Kopics to lead you nicely into the international break. And we'll be back next week. Don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll be back
top of the
next
league,
week.
lad, that's what we're going to talk about.
We'll just talk about what we've just been speaking about again, probably. Thanks for coming on, Doyle. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Get your comments in, and we'll see you next time. Up the Reds.